Hello everyone, I invariably screwed the pooch on my previous video by having my audio mixer settings backwards. I had my voice lower than the game audio, which is a travesty. I thoroughly apologize for essentially having the milk in the cupboard and the cereal in the fridge. But in any case, we're going to do a 720p test with Morpheuscast Xtreme. Again, this is a deviated fork off of Flycast, which was done by Flying Head for many, many years. And prior to that, we had Skimp, who has done Recast. And you go even further back, we have Chancast, which actually had a cease and desist by Sega at one point. So we're lucky that we're even into having Sega Dreamcast emulation at this point. Because there was a time when it was like, it literally just disappeared off the face of the earth for a while. But our test here is 720p. Here we go. 720p for the win here. Again, this is a case in point scenario. Proof of the pudding. Just kind of like a proof of concept here. You don't have to run at this speed. I would recommend running it 640 times 480 to start with. But here we go. And be sure to let me know what you're watching on your various streaming services, movies, TV shows, or what you're going to watch theatrically, what music you're listening to, and all that. I mean, we got some interesting movies coming out in theaters this week. We have Abigail, which is done by the director of the last two Scream movies, which I enjoyed, as well as Ready or Not, which is a great, great horror movie from a few years ago. Check out Ready or Not if you have not. I'm not going to even tell you what it's about. Just be surprised. But again, you don't have to run at this speed. I mean, this is just proof of concept here. But I'm doing some suggestions that people did in the comments. And again, I'm sorry you couldn't hear my voice in the last video. I'm also going to be checking out Boy Kills World this week. One of my friends in New York has actually had the honor and privilege of seeing both Abigail and Boy Kills World already. He said they're both fun, bloody, and violent. That is exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm also watching Fallout. I'm about roughly halfway through the series. Really enjoying that. I'm also looking forward to Eli Roth's Borderlands adaptation. I mean, like House with a Clock in the Walls is not going to be rated R, but I mean, we can't always have like Thanksgiving and Hostel 1 or 2. Even Hostel 3, which wasn't done by Eli Roth, was still fun. It's a nice deviation from the concept. But we're running fine on Virtua Fighter here. And I love my 3D-esque fighting games, even if they're polygonal or stuff like Tekken or Soul Calibur. Just awesome, awesome stuff here. And, of course, if you ever play, like, online against somebody in a game like Tekken, you can do something really funny. I wouldn't say funny, more of like investigate them. Some animals would do this for survival in the wilderness. Just play dead. Lay on the ground when they knock you down and see how many of them know how to do Marduk-type ground stomps. A lot of them are just like, hey, I don't know how to attack you. I'm done. But in any case, let's do another game here. We're going to do Sonic Adventure 2. We're going to run this Uncapped 720p. And obviously, if you try running some of these games on the prior core, you're going to have it run slow as molasses, kind of like being stuck in a quicksand and never-ending story. And speaking of fantasy movies, me and my wife have decidedly started watching the Harry Potter series again in 4K on Max. Pretty fun having like the better Atmos style sound in 4K. Imagine running these games right here in 4K though. Unfortunately, 720p is the max limit for the mini classics. I mean, it would be nice to be able to hack the system and run higher, but again, this is what we have. 720p is more than sufficient for now. Let's try doing a crazy jump here. Oh, we can restart. And again, when I play Tony Hawk 1 and 2, which I got the remastered edition on PlayStation 5. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1,000. Yeah. That's awesome sauce there. But yeah, 720p for the win here. You don't need to run that fast, though. Let's see what else we can test. And pretty much every game is going to have an exorbitant performance and speed increase here. And I'm also watching Elsbeth, which is a Columbo-style show on Paramount CBS, which has a character who's very, very uncannily similar to me with my quirks and mannerisms. She also has Asperger's. I like to pronounce it Asperger's, though, just like I like to pronounce Ninja Gaiden as Ninja Gaiden. I like having my own pronunciations. I guess that's an Asperger's thing there. Okay, what else do we have? Chaos Field. Be sure to let me know what other games and demonstrations you like to see. And again, there are many, many reasons why I was unable to get this update out. I mean, just my work schedule, my wife going through various surgeries, me trying to get some work done around the house. But essentially, I also want to safeguard the system so you wouldn't have soft breaks. And it took many, many, many tests because in order to pull this off, I had to muck with the kernel to a degree to be able to do these test parameters here. Here we go. Bullet hell shmup to the extreme here. Oh yeah. And if you hold down like the triangle and circle button, you can do this nifty thing. Like a targeting system, like Ray Crisis. Look at that. Yeah! And what is your favorite shmup of all time? I'd have to say R-Type 1 for me. Definitely without a doubt one of my favorite shmups there. A lot of people will love like their Striker shmup, Cave shmups, etc. But for me, Irem is the way to go. I love all the R-Type games, and it's like a minute to learn, lifetime to master, like Othello, Stratego, Risk, Chess, where you have like the little, your module that can go behind and front. It's just so awesome the way it worked out. Take this guy out real quick. Bullet hell shmup for the win. Oh, jeez, I'm getting over around. Jeez. I don't know if I'll be able to do this here. I got my sword here. There we go. There we go. Can't forget I have a sword. Almost have this. Oh, I had to continue. Obviously, you don't need to play at this speed, but it's still fun, though, as hell. We got a couple more test demonstrations here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Take this guy down real quick. But yeah, this is one game that I was just so disappointed I couldn't run on the previous score because it was always slow motion no matter what I did. But to be able to run it at 720p and even a faster speed than the actual arcade speed is so awesome. I'm calling it an arcade game because it might as well be an arcade game to me. I'm getting overwhelmed there. Oh, geez. But love that music as well. What else do we have? We have Fight and Vipers 2. We'll try that for a brief moment. So we did Sonic Adventure 2, Virtua Fighter. We'll do 2 more games. We'll do Project Justice, Rival Schools 2, and Fight and Vipers 2. And Fight and Vipers 2 is kind of funny because one of the characters reminds me of Psycho from the GoBots. You know, GoBots came out before Transformers, but I grew up on GoBots, and those are what I had. I didn't have really Transformers until people gifted me them, but I had most of the GoBots, and I had a Gremlins backpack with all the GoBots in it. I left it over a friend's house, and guess what? He sold off all my GoBots in the yard still. You know what I'd really like to have? I'd like to have some GoBots again. I'd love to have a bunch of GoBots just sitting around, collect them again. But I also had like the Marvel card collector set, and somebody I worked with, I let him borrow my binder of Marvel cards, and he never gave it back to me. I lost him. I even tried calling the police. They couldn't do anything about it. Tried calling his parents. They wouldn't do anything about it. But luckily, somewhere down the line, I ran into somebody who was real nice in our scene, and he actually collected cards, and he sold me at a reasonable rate, like all the Marvel card collector editions. I still have them. I'll have to do a video showing them, but I absolutely love the artwork and all those. And surprisingly, lo and behold, somebody came into our Discord that actually had worked on the artwork for one of those card sets, and that just blew my mind. It's so awesome. You see just the way it goes to fruition from beginning to end. You can see some of these videos on like YouTube where they actually will do fast motion, like time-lapse videos where they show them doing like the cards or the artwork, concept art and all that. But yes, this is so cool. Some of these characters remind me clearly of like GoBots, like Skykill right there. We'll do the other game here, Rival Schools 2. But be sure to let me know what other games you'd like to run. And obviously, another nifty thing here is that many of the games like Half-Life and Homebrews in general, even some of these Sega Genesis emulation games are also going to load. But I'm also going back and watching some of the earlier MCU stuff like Jessica Jones. I finished Iron Fist, but I still haven't finished Jessica Jones. Okay, and this will be our last demonstration for this particular video. Be sure to let me know if you want to see anything else. And again, I'm going to do my best to get this out in the very, very near future. I mean, I said that a few times, but there's just been so many things having me have to put this on the back burner. But things are so much closer, and it's like more of an amalgamation, a combination thing where it's a package deal, where I can't just release one chord at a time. All these chords go hand in hand with some of the same scenarios as far as like my Extreme edition. So last test demonstration for now. And I am so thoroughly sorry that you didn't get to hear my voice in the last video. I mean, I know you all love my voice there. Okay. There we go. And you know, anytime I play fighting games that I'm not accustomed to, I just try doing Street Fighter style moves because, you know, they almost always have like either Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or even Killer Instinct style scenarios. Like if I do like a Hadouken, I'm sure I could pull a Hadouken or Hurricane Kick off here. There we go. And last time I played Rival Schools was actually on PlayStation 1. This is running pretty damn nifty here. See if we can do like a fireball attack here. Oh, backwards here. And that's the one thing I do like about Tekken is with Raven, I can do backwards attack and forward attack. You win. Go. Oh, I got this. And you know, you could actually run like games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like absolutely flawless at 60 frames per second, without even having to uncap them now. There we go. I had to do my one Hadouken there. And if you know about Space Battleship Yamato, that's actually an anime from the 70s, and that is where the origin of the Hadouken comes from. And I try to avoid throwing, like I said, but it's still fun to do. There we go.